Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how some of the biggest coaches on Instagram are basically scaling up, how they're helping more people, and how they're scaling their coaching business in the best, easiest possible way possible. Bit of a tongue twister there. Anyway, so the way they do it is number one, they have a consistent flow of content going out. So if you follow Ashton Hall, you will know he has a consistent flow of entertaining content which gets attention to his page. Attention is the key here. He gets attention to his page by posting regularly these entertaining videos. And the videos that he's posting are basically just to entertain, they're to engage people, they're to increase watch time. I don't know if we can click on a video while we're recording here, but as you can see, he records random day in the life videos with the time on the screen, doing different things, getting changed, probably going to the gym, random stuff like that, right? It's all for entertainment. But ultimately what it does is it pushes him in the algorithm to get as much attention as possible. And you will see other coaches who follow the same style, not necessarily the same videos, but they post to get attention. Because when you get attention, people will then listen to you. When they're listening to you, you can then talk about your coaching, talk about what you do, talk about what you offer. Now, Ashton Hall has mentioned many times that when he has gathered all this attention, he uses an appointment setter. So he uses an appointment setter, which is what I do here at my business Apex setting. We basically take appointment setters, we plug them into businesses, and we get them to send hundreds and thousands of DMs to talk with people, not AI conversations, genuine one-to-one, genuine conversation, human-led conversations with people. We find who is qualified, we find who actually want to, change their life, who actually want a transformation, and then for the people who are qualified, we then go and we book them into a call. So, for example, you want to make sure from the beginning of the message to the end of the conversation, you have end-to-end control and you're consistently following up with people, sending them the correct messages, right? This is what I do. This is how I operate in my business. We take appointment setters, we hire them, we source them, we source them, we hire them, we train them, we manage them, right? To make sure they're talking with all of the people in these likes and in these comments. So and you can even go the route of posting like valuable content. So like this guy posts content to educate, okay? And you can do that as well. So say for example, he has 198 likes here, 300 here, 39 here, 500 here, and all these are leads. Now what he can do is he can take an appointment setter that we give him, for example, and that appointment setter can then go into his likes, into his comments, message all of the people, see who's interested, see who wants to change, and then actually help them to do that and get them on a call with this guy or his sales team or his sales team. So another thing that you need to keep in mind when wanting to scale is your content consistent? Because if your content's not consistent, you're not going to have enough leads for the appointment setter to then reach out and talk with all of these people. You need to make sure it's consistent. When it's consistent and you're getting 100, 200 at least likes per post, you can then come to us. We'll give you an appointment setter, and that appointment setter can work for you 6-7 hours a day to actually talk with all of these people in your likes, in your comments, and then scale them up. Book them in so you can scale up. Another mistake people make when they're having these conversations is that they talk too formally. They talk too professionally. They try and act like some customer service representative, okay? And if you talk like a customer service rep, the people are going to just think you're an AI kind of bot. So you need to talk like an average, regular person. So when the appointment setter is talking, they just think they're talking to Ashton or whoever it is that is doing the setting for. And with your messages, you don't want to give the person too much to think about. You don't want to give them too much information to think about. You don't want to write too much. I've spoke with some people before and their appointment setter replies to me and then they send this long message and it's just not realistic. The person is going to see the message. They're going to think, oh, I can't be bothered to reply to this. I'll read it later. And then later never comes and they don't reply. So you need to give people messages that they can actually reply to. And you want to make sure that the kind of appointment setter you're using is someone who actually has experience appointment setting, because we professionalize in this. We are experts at this. And there are going to be many setters out there who will say to you, I'm a setter, I'm this, I'm that, I've been doing it for such a long time, and I know what to do, and they don't know what to do because they're just customer service representatives. and they don't actually know how to book calls, and they'll probably say, I'll work with you on commission, and that's the worst mistake you can ever make, because if you're getting someone to work for you for free or you're paying very little money, what's going to happen is you get what you pay for, and you're going to let some piece of shit come into your company and ruin your reputation. You want someone who's actually knows what they're doing, someone who's actually trustworthy, someone who knows exactly what they're doing, someone who knows how to improvise. So even if you don't give them a script, they know exactly how to cater to your fitness, business, sales, whatever the case may be, coaching business, and they can improvise and book calls for you without you having to intervene. 99% of these workers on Upwork, who say they're appointment setters, are basically just people who have done DM management, right? But DM management is an appointment setting. Appointment setting is different. So you need to make sure the person you're working with is an actual appointment setter, someone who knows how to open up a conversation, someone knows how to follow up, someone knows how to ask the right questions, someone who knows that at the end of every message they need to ask an enticing question to get the person to reply, so they don't just leave it open, so they don't make it too long or too short, so they know when to send images, when to send videos, when to send a voice note, when to send some value, should they send any video, should they not, how long to keep the conversation going for, when to chime in, when to improvise, when to stick to the script, when to customize the script. A real appointment setter knows how to do this, and they're not going to know how to do this if they're just a DM manager, right? So at my business, what we do is we find the clients who are ready to buy your coaching. We make sure you have ready to buy leads, and we consistently book the calls, and we have end-to-end follow-up. So from the first message to the confirmed meeting, we handle all the follow-ups to maximize the show-up rates. Okay, so we focus on getting those qualified calls. We focus on filling your calendar up. And then on top of that, this allows you to scale and take things to the next level. These are just a couple of my clients. Some of the things we specialize in is qualifying the prospects, making sure they're fit for purpose, lead sourcing, DM appointment setting, which is the main thing. We train teams to do setting, and a lot of other things. So that's what we do. That's how we grow, and that's how we help our clients grow, by finding, sourcing appointment setters, training them up, and then installing them into your business so they can send message for you every single day, all day, every day, so you can scale without having to do anything yourself, and all you have to do is show up to the sales call. So if you want to grow, then let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want to scale up, then click the link down below.